Fall fast asleep in tonight's calming bedtime story for grown-ups. You are listening to Flamingo Island. In this sleep story, you travel by boat to a secret island known for healing and respite. Accompanied by fellow specially invited travelers in search of serenity, you arrive at a lagoon as the cotton candy pink sunset skies reflect on the glassy turquoise water. Flamingos graze, and their stately, vibrant flourish awakens deep feelings of peace and appreciation for the magic in nature and the magic in you. Rousseau, the artist behind the famous oil painting The Flamingos, once said, "Beauty is the promise of happiness." And as you bask in the glow of a nearly full moon, as the flamingo takes flight, you return to a beachhead to fall asleep, and the allure of the island restores your bliss. It's time to dream away. I would like to welcome you to Michelle's Sanctuary. I am Michelle, and as you listen, you may think of my voice as that of your dear and trusted friend. I am here to help you remember the things that you often forget during the daily chores and mundanity of life. You are a magical being with a powerful imagination that may conjure calming yet captivating imagery to feel good. You deserve to feel amazing right now at the end of another day. The entire day led you to this time for rest, so protect it and cherish each second before you drift away to sleep. You may fall asleep at any time and customize your listening experience by skipping ahead to the story or enjoying a few breaths in a brief guided meditation. Empty out all your air in a delicious sigh. Be indulgent and cast away anything on your mind. It can wait for another time. This is your sleep vacation. And sip in fresh, healing air through pursed lips or your nose. Feel it travel through your body as you expand, your belly rising like the ruffled feathers of a flamingo. Open your mouth and yawn. Fake it if you must, and you will soon find that your yawn becomes real. Then sigh, let go. Inhale when you are ready, at your own pace. Everything now is done by your personal design. You create this experience in the sanctuary of your room as you yawn again. Then exhale in a sigh. Sink into your bed. Inhale one more time, sipping in the air leisurely to your utmost capacity. Feel full of peace and good health. Then sigh like the crest of a wave. The air cascades out of you as you sink deeper and deeper down into your bed. Return your breath to normal. Recognize how much better you feel than moments ago. Notice how quickly your state of mind changes when you make that choice. And with a sense of fluidity and release, you are ready to follow my words until you drift to sleep. It's time for the story to begin. No one really knows the origins of the running catchphrase, but it spread quickly in the modern world. In chaotic times when things felt out of control, someone would casually chide, "Sounds like you need a trip to Flamingo Island." Caught up in whatever the stressors were, the recipient of this platitude would nod and agree as they said, "You're probably right." Flamingo Island was like the song Kokomo, a tropical place mentioned so often that everyone assumed it existed. Yet no one you knew had ever been there, and you had never seen it on a map or encountered a travel brochure that mentioned it. In need of escape from winter before the warm reprieve of the summer months, you find yourself in a popular beach town on the Caribbean Sea. Palm trees rustle and offer shade from the white-hot sunlight of the afternoon. Small wooden stands painted in tropical colors line the main thoroughfare. They are run by local tour guides, offering sugarcane tours and snorkeling expeditions in glass-bottom boats. You dress in light billowing cotton attire that you purchased in a small boutique on a dirt road on the way to your hotel. Your hands and arms smell of tropical lotion that the kind shopkeeper insisted you try. Aromatic with sweet notes of pineapple, mango, and coconut. There is pressure to feel completely content in this island paradise, but you find yourself longing for more. You secretly wish that the saltwater air and trade winds would whisk you further away, to someplace more remote, untouched, and less of a reminder of life back home. You remove your sunglasses from your face and place them on the top of your head. Your eyes reflect the crystal blue waves as you look out onto the sea longingly. You hear the soft chuckle of a local tour guide who remarks on your far-off gaze and asks if you would be interested in a tour. You smile politely and reveal that the island is beautiful, but you are hoping to be immersed in more quietude in nature. The island noise from sputtering scooters and honking taxis and day trippers that arrive on cruise ships isn't what you expected when booking this trip. You need to go to Flamingo Island, my friend. There someone goes again with that ridiculous saying, you think to yourself. It makes even less sense to hear from someone as you stand on a beautiful island. You offer an obligatory smile, but this man sees right through it. I get the sense that it's the island for you, he says. But it's not a real place, you respond. His face becomes serious as his eyes pour into yours with reverent silence. But it is, my friend. Why don't you believe in Flamingo Island? Your curiosity is aroused as the man walks behind his kiosk and opens a box made of woven palm fronds. He pillages through it until he removes a black leather case and unzips it. He pulls out a photo of himself as a small child, surrounded by flamingos in a heavenly setting of lush fauna and silky waters beneath a fiery sky. He explains that the island is sacred, and most people only are allowed to go once in a lifetime to preserve the sanctity of the land and to ensure that others have a chance to enjoy it. The locals firmly believe that going once is a gift to behold, but trying to return may bring bad luck. Superstitious or not, everyone who goes to the island is given a pass that they may use for themselves or extend to someone else to pay forward the opportunity of exploring the sacred island. This man explains he has held onto this pass since he was a small boy. While on Flamingo Island, he had a dream that one day in the far-off future, he would have a travel stand, and the right person would show up and he would know. He removes a carved piece of a coconut shell engraved with a flamingo and runs his thumb across the sacred pass, as he has done many times throughout his life, as a way to remember. The story warms your heart, and you feel a sudden longing for this island. Maybe you need to believe in something magical, that life isn't purely chaos, but despite all logic, you believe him. Before he even says it, you sense that you are meant to go. He places the pass in your hand and says, "Timing is everything, my friend. This is for you. The boat leaves in an hour, so pack yourself a bag and head to the end of the dock. I know you are the person I have been waiting for. I can feel it." Goosebumps form on your sun-kissed skin, with the electric sensation elevated by a soft, whispering breeze. Your mind recalls times you may have talked yourself out of something you wanted because of fear, because you felt unworthy. But this new friend and this moment will not allow you to do that. He looks at you lovingly, like someone you have known all your life. His eyes light up and his face beams in a smile. You deserve this, my friend. Deep down, you know you do. You hurry back to your hotel and run your fingers over the smooth, shiny coconut shell all the way. The spontaneity of the decision makes you feel alive. It is a reminder that all we ever have is the present moment. You are aware of every breath in and out as you fill a knapsack with clothes, sunscreen, and a few bottles of water. You have no idea what to expect or prepare for, but deep in your bones, you feel that this is right. Your face cracks into an involuntary smile. You're going to Flamingo Island. You return to the main thoroughfare with your bag balanced on one shoulder. You pass by your new friend's kiosk, but he is nowhere to be found. You follow his instructions to the end of the dock to discover 3 people waiting as a motorboat pulls up. A young college student and a newlywed couple hold a similar pass to yours from different eras. As you introduce yourself, the newlyweds reveal that the groom's parents had saved their passes from their honeymoon to pass on as a wedding gift to their son. The college student carries the oldest pass, handed down from her grandfather, who visited the island after serving in the Peace Corps. It delights you to hear the unique stories that bring people to this mysterious island in the Caribbean Sea. the mid-sized boat comes to the dock, and the operator is a serene woman with caramel eyes with flecks of gold. She collects the passes and lets everyone know that as soon as the boat departs, everyone is free to leave the past behind them and thrive in the present moment. Flamingo Island is a place for awakening, and you are encouraged to leave behind all the programming that has come from the external world. Anything that does not resonate with your inner voice and highest self will fade away the closer you get to this enchanting island. She says you are welcome to stay for as long as you desire, and this moment may arrive only when you are full of clarity and peace. There are no clocks, limited technology, and no responsibilities beyond taking care of yourself on the island. Balance yourself into the boat as the host extends her calloused hand from a lifetime of boating around the Caribbean. Her confident grip makes you feel safe, with a warm exchange of energy that you have not experienced in some time from a total stranger. When you look into her eyes and thank her, your inner voice comes as a gentle whisper. We are all one. We are all connected. The sea is sublime, the waves soft and tranquil, colorful spongy and porous coral in shades of turquoise, sapphire, saffron yellow, and purple are visible through the crystal clear water. The ride is hypnotic, and your body rocks to and fro when the boat speeds up and circles the main island. The fingers of the newlyweds are intertwined lovingly, and being around them stirs feelings of hope and appreciation. Though strangers, you feel happy for this moment in the timeline of their relationship. The college student is shy, her eyes like saucers that look out onto the sea as she imagines how proud her grandfather would be that she's finally on her way to Flamingo Island. Sea mist lands on your face and arms, and as it dries in the sun and wind, salt crystals are left on your skin. The droplets offer a cool reprieve from the tropical heat, and you can taste the salt on your lips. The sun lowers towards the horizon of endless cerulean waves. The faint outline of a small island basks in the peachy glow of a setting sun. The boat slows and approaches a hidden narrow inlet beneath a canopy of lush green mangroves. The leaves brush against the side of the boat as you travel to the interior of the island. The passage offers serenity that grows the more you travel away from the vast Caribbean Sea. Shadows of mangrove trees form dark, lacy patterns on the turquoise water that leads you to a lagoon. A thick branch points towards the opening of the lagoon like a welcoming hand. A toucan is perched atop the lush tree, as if a gatekeeper that lets you in. Everyone is still and quiet in deep reverence. And while your host has led travelers here for many years, every entrance into the lagoon is different and appreciated in a new way. You feel the past versions of yourself, the worries and concerns of your modern life, slipping away like water gliding down a sheet of rocks to form a waterfall. Thick, waxy, dark green leaves fan out at the entrance, and you run your fingers down their cool, glossy surface. As the boat pulls into the lagoon, the overwhelming beauty causes a catch in your breath. The water is like molten glass, a rich magenta hue from the fiery setting sun that pours over the Flamingo sanctuary. The magnificent birds pepper the area. Their pink plumage becomes more saturated and vibrant in the glowing sunset. They look otherworldly. In the presence of their beauty, you cannot comprehend the imagination required to create these glorious birds. Their skinny, stilt-like legs balance them in the gently flowing ripples and rich wet earth at the bottom of the lagoon. The signature mango pink feathers come with time. Flamingo chicks that hatched in the spring are awkward in their furry gray-white bodies and thick black legs. They are fed by their parents before nightfall with crop milk. It will take years before they mature into signature rich pink coats and lavender pink legs. The boat slowly floats towards a knotty wooden boardwalk that weaves through the fauna back towards the beach. The host brings the boat to the dock, and you disembark with your fellow travelers. She explains you are free to roam the island as long as you desire, and may find refuge in a row of bungalows at the end of the boardwalk. They are stocked with anything you may need, provided by the secret foundation that maintains the island. She gestures to a phone on the dock that you may use to call her should you need anything. You feel alive with this newfound freedom and unexpected change in events. But one new choice can open up a world to those brave enough to take a chance. A world that would otherwise never be seen. In this transcendent location, you choose to continue to open yourself to new possibilities and adventures. A pair of flamingos lovingly groom one another as the female balances on one foot. The graceful, statuesque pose awakens you to finding balance within. The other travelers head towards the beach huts, while you stay behind to take in the flamboyance. The dozens and dozens of flamingos that come together to represent community and connection. 20 male flamingos walk together in a sacred dance, like the chorus of a Broadway show. Their feet quickly scuttle and rise above the water in staccato motions to the same tempo and rhythm before they settle in the heart of the lagoon. These performances are the kind that attracts their mates for life. The sun dips beneath the horizon, and the sky is aglow in streaks of amethyst and raspberry pink that reflects in purple and rose gold hues on the water. The flamingos appear grander when shadows spread double their length across the colorful water. You bathe in the soft pink hues, blending into the environment and the healing powers of the soothing color. Pink is a color of compassion and love, and extends feelings of self-compassion and self-love that ripple through your relaxed body. You sit on the edge of the dock and remove your bag and shoes. You dip your toes into the tepid, briny water and feel a deeper connection with the flamingos. Sharing the rich, nutrient-dense water calms your mind. You imagine being like Rousseau, an artist in this serene lagoon on Flamingo Island, capturing the abundant, mystifying beauty with gentle brushstrokes on a canvas. You imagine your hand moving like the wings of a bird, flying through the air with intention, capturing the grandeur of this moment with your unique spin of a paintbrush. No one may experience this moment the same way as you, and your heart longs to share the experience in some way. You think of the person in your life who most deserves a pass to the island. And thinking of them makes you feel as if they are along with you, appreciating the delicate breeze against your back. And soon, as if in spirit, it seems that they are there too. The waves of pastel and metallic pink light wash over you. You are brimming with so much love and gratitude that your heart feels so big it could pass through your rib cage and float across the sorbet-hued sky. The salty, fertile smell of the water is unique to the lagoon and imprints itself in your mind. Any hint of this aroma in your future will bring you back to the tranquil pinks, the statuesque allure of the flamingos that dapple the lush island in pops of colorful hope. Their ostentatious beauty counteracts all the ugly of the world. Their lush salmon hues offer soul-piercing confirmation that the planet is majestic and arcs towards beauty and all things good. The stages of a flamingo's life inspire patience. It takes time to develop into birds with the grace of ballerinas and feathers in shades of pink lemonade. From the rich, muddy soil of a lagoon, the flamingos nourish themselves until their colorful plumage is a reflection of their vivacity and wellness. In this moment, you recognize how all you consume in this life is reflected in the singular body you have. You feel gratitude for all that this body has done for you. You sit in stillness and mirror the flamingos and become so statuesque that a flamingo develops trust and strays from the flamboyance. She approaches you until her beady neon yellow eyes and long black and yellow beak are close to your face. Her neck curves and contorts in an S shape to examine you with the same curiosity that you have for her. You study her slender neck, her fluffy body. Feathers seem even more vibrant and varied in shades of pink when she stands this close. She presses her body against your knees, and you reach out a palm for her to inspect. With her unspoken permission, you run your hand down her long, slender neck, and she emits a low, gravelly, clucking sound. She comes closer as you pet her back softly. She looks into your eyes one more time before she walks towards the shoreline. The sky turns into rich shades of navy blue and purple, and a nearly full moon rises and illuminates the lagoon. The light and colors have changed minute by minute since you arrived, and it is only in the state of perceptive stillness that you would have noticed. It makes you wonder how often things change around you in your daily life and go unnoticed. You make a promise to yourself to pay more attention. For how much of this life have you been missing out on? You rise from the dock and carry your shoes and bag, leaving your feet bare to feel the weathered wooden planks of the dock. Feeling a mixture of tiredness and curiosity, you head towards the bungalows led by pearly moonlight. Wild orchids reach towards the sky. Their waxy purple, fuchsia, and white petals are lustrous in silver light. The sounds of the clucking and chattering flamingos quiet, and the cicadas and tree frogs warm up for the night. Step by step, you relish each moment of this unexpected journey and magical island. The path leads you to a moonlit beach. The powdery sand is cool and soft beneath your feet. With each step, you kick the sand grains in all directions, and they rain down on the beach in a shimmering spectacle. Palm trees form blue-green silhouettes, and the now dark Caribbean Sea is silky and calm, a navy canvas for the twinkling stars and brilliant moon. A row of beachside bungalows emits an orange glow behind the shadowy dunes. You walk towards the unoccupied middle bungalow. Your tired legs bring you to the top of the dune and the sandy path that leads to the front deck of the old dwelling. Updated with solar panels, the tiny homes now offer the benefits of electricity, but still feel as rustic as they did a century ago. The college girl sits on her deck and draws a rendering of the beach at night. You wave to her and smile. The newlyweds are out on a walk, celebrating their sacred time together before they skinny dip in the sea. You enter the modest bungalow that has high ceilings and a thatched roof. A 4-poster bed made of unique driftwood stands in the center of the lofty space that is kept cool from a cross breeze. The air feels pleasant on your skin. The bungalow is stocked with tropical fruit and food, and more necessities than you would have expected. You place down your belongings and continue to explore. The bathroom leads to an outdoor rainfall shower surrounded by orchids. You turn it on and take a shower to wash away the day of travel and the sand on your feet. The rainfall shower head covers your body with massaging droplets of tepid water. You wash your skin with homemade shea butter and coconut soap that reminds you of the shop on the main island and the kind people who helped you get to this unexpected moment. Once done, you wrap yourself in a robe and stand beneath the moonlight. You hear the sound of flapping wings and recognize the flamingo you bonded with not too long ago. With a feeling in your gut, you know that it is her. She soars over the bungalow and beach until you see her majestic silhouette cast against the backdrop of the glowing moon. As she flies, you feel as if you are flying along with her, with a deep sense of freedom that is offered to those who come to explore Flamingo Island. You do not know what tomorrow or the next day will bring. You do not know how long you will stay. But you know you will have the clarity and understanding of your needs and desires to decide when the time is right. All you ever needed was to have this trust, because the answers and directions always come in time if you get quiet enough to listen. You return to the bungalow and are ready for a night of deep sleep. The salty air restores you, and you yawn as you peel back the cool, crisp cotton sheets on the bed. You climb atop the high mattress and sink into its plush comfort. Your head rests atop the pillows, and for one last time, before you drift to sleep, you remember the colors and stillness of the Flamingo Lagoon. The impressions of this mystical beauty may never be repeated exactly the same, but you may return to it whenever you need to feel calm hopeful, and inspired. As the ocean waves crash gently on the shore, and as the flamingos sleep beneath the light of the moon, you surrender to sleep and the dreams that await, floating, drifting, surrendering to the wave of soothing feelings and sounds that wash over you on Flamingo Island. And you realize for something to be real, all you need to do sometimes is believe it is so, and it will appear. And I am going to count you down to a night of deep and healing sleep. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Finding bliss, finding peace, finding sleep. It's time to dream away. Good night.